I have uncovered a conspiracy, and if I disappear in the next few days, now you know why. I recently watched HBO's Entourage for the first time, and I was like, man, the movie and the last two seasons were doo-doo. So I go on youtube.com and I'm like, trying to see what's the discourse about HBO's Entourage. And then I come across this video.
You talked a lot about Entourage coming back and how you like it. Doug Ellen told me.
So the video doesn't really matter, right? I want to see what the people think. What do the people have to say? Alex P3997 says, another season would be great, but honestly, I'd take another movie too. I love these characters so much. CC Ryder 363 says, Entourage 2? Let's go! Salamander 676 says, I think it should focus on the original characters while contrasting their lives with a younger similar cast, and they all work through Ari. Ser Darkoze 369 says, content creators like you make this platform a better place. Oh. I'm sorry, guys. Sometimes, saliva fills my mouth. I salivate. And then I'm like gulp. And I'm sorry if you heard that. Effacan Escu says, content creators like you are one of the best on this platform. Game Weon says, this video is full of excellent information. Everything said in this video was very cleared and very well. Nice video. Thanks for sharing this video. And it goes on and on, guys. There's 252 comments on there, and I'm no math whiz, but I would say about 99% of those comments are fabricated. They're not real. They're robots. So I'm like, dude, TMZ is paying for bots to comment on their YouTube videos, right? That's my first working theory. Working theory number 1, evidence A, exhibit A, YouTube comments on this YouTube video. Then I watch this other TMZ video, but it's on a different channel, but it's a TMZ video. And yet again, we have these comments, right? Excellent information. Good luck, friends, in your next posts. It's like, okay, we got the same thing, right? Very nice, informative video. Thanks for sharing this video, right? Amazing video. Thank you for sharing us. Very nice explain. I'm like, dude, TMZ? I'm about to take down TMZ, dude. They're freaking paying for robots to comment on their YouTube videos. I'm going to take them down. So I thought. With Exhibit A and B, Theory 1 was TMZ as the culprit. But things aren't always as they seem. Exhibit C. Jeremy Piven talks new movie Sweetwater. Yes, right. This is the same actor that was featured on the other videos. Good Morning America? What? It's great to communicate with people who share the same thoughts as you. Nice video of the year. Explain is very clear. Thank you so much for your video. Your content always makes me laugh. Keep it up. This is full of robot comments as well. And it's Good Morning America. It's not TMZ. So then you're like, wait, is Good Morning America also in on this? Is this some big, giant, thing that I'm unraveling? Should I stop now so the powers that be don't squish me? But maybe a certain actor is the one responsible. Maybe there is a common denominator. We can use deduction. Who was at the scene every single time? We have a podcast, right? Podcast clip channel. We have once again a couple real comments, right? And then we have amazing questions and answers session. You are diacussed about the Ari Gold reboot, which is very interesting and informative. Thanks for sharing. It looks like that Jeremy is the one who paid 1 year ago when he was promoting his movie to fill the comments of these videos with fake robots. So he actually has like pretty bad allegations about him unrelated to this, and I'm just going to throw this on top of that allegedly him or his team has fake robot comments 1 year ago on 4 YouTube videos. And I kept seeing like think pieces about Entourage, like retrospectively looking back at it, being like, hey, you know, this didn't age well. This show is actually really bad for like the culture and men. And I was like, oh, because I was like, oh, my throat just gurgled. Throat gurgling ASMR. I was like, HBO Entourage is my favorite show. And then I read all this stuff and I was like, am I toxic masculinity? Because like the show is about like a dude with pretty privilege being a movie star and his like short king best friend being his manager, and then his like ugly half brother and their incel friend, and they're in Hollywood. And I think the reason why it really resonated with me, to be honest, at first was because last year I went to Los Angeles for the first time and I really loved it. I was like, man, I love LA. I want to move here. And even though I loved it so much, I did feel very uncomfortable and out of place. Like I felt like a fish out of water. And, you know, people were really nice and welcoming, but there's just something about being an East Coaster, right? A guy from New Jersey. I was like, wow, I really do feel like weird. I feel like I'm not in on it with all these people here. Like I don't have the same, my brain isn't wired the same way. And you know, I felt a little crazy at times. And so it was cool to see a show with like all these like super like East Coast guys, and they got each other's backs, and they're in this like, you know, place that I want to live at. So I think that's one of the reasons why it was like a comfort show. And I was like, hey, this is one of my favorite shows, I think. Like, I like the vibe. It's got some swagger. They got a lot of cool shots of them walking, and then they'll, like, the camera will go on their feet, and the soundtrack is, like, so good. There's, like, Phoenix. The band Phoenix, like, is in it a lot. Like, the soundtrack. And, like, Soulja Boy. And, like, I'm like, dude, this soundtrack is, like, what I listen to. So, I was like, okay. There's some stuff that doesn't age well. Bob Saget's in it, and sometimes, and he's like really creepy, and that's like the joke is he's creepy. But I guess like R.I.P. I guess, but like yeah, it was like a little weird, right? So there's like some weird moments where you're like, yeah, and then like the main. There's something in your ear. I am enough. Everything I need, I already have. I am important, and I'm not bothering everyone. Nobody secretly hates me. Just gonna put that back in your ear. Brain goes numb, mind is gone. I am dumb, I am wrong. Why'd I go and say it like that? Don't you see? I don't see how you see. You see me. Why you gotta see me like that? I don't speak the same words as you, and you, and you, and you. If you guys are going to comment on this video, can you comment like the robots? I think that would be funny if all the comments were like the comments that were, All right.